Hello, everybody, and welcome to Mermaid Ari's show, where I talk to Trump supporters and try to figure out why on earth they're still supporting Donald Trump. How much good really outweighs the bad? And is that even possible? And that way, you don't have to have those conversations. That makes sense. That got adjusted while I was not home. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. I hope you're all doing well. What is happening? Oh, yes, I have to fix that. That is true. Activate. Okay, welcome in. Happy Wednesday. I hear, from what I understand, Wednesday is, do you call it hump day? Is that what it is? Is it hump day? Holy shit, why are you so off? What the fuck? There we go. What the hell? If y'all saw that, that was insanity. Also, this thing is still going wrong. Like, why? Okay. Yeah, that's not what I meant to click on. Sorry, guys. How has your Wednesday been? Has it been fun? Hello, everybody. I hope y'all have all had a great day. Who listened to the State of the Union last night? And can you say that was literal word salad? That was kind of garbage. That was a lot. That was a lot. I do enjoy hearing about all of the Congressional Medals of Honor. That was awesome. I did find it strange that we gave the Medal of Freedom, the Presidential Medal of Freedom, to the goalie of hockey who was just doing his job, and not only was he just doing his job, typically it's awarded to people that are known for doing good in their local communities, and that wasn't spoken about. It was literally just talked about how good he was at being a goalie, right? Like, we don't know about any of his other activities. Yes, you are hearing one, Aaron. Boom, fixed. Sorry about that. My bad. Should be automatically good now. Don't start on me. No, it shouldn't be there. No, I'm not listening to any of y'all. I'm waiting for Aaron to say it. It is. It shouldn't be. Oh, I know why. Okay, Aaron, now it should be good. There we go. See? There. I'm not trusting anyone else. I'm just waiting for her. Yeah. First one to say it. I know who Aaron is. I'm good with Aaron. Nah. At that point, the rest of y'all just trolling. I ain't messing with you. Sorry, not sorry. But yeah, that State of the Union. Also, I just want to be clear, guys. Like, Donald Trump just purposely went out there, okay, and he rambled on for as long as he could on purpose, right? So technically, the speech that he gave in front of Congress last year was not considered a State of the Union. He just called it an address. He didn't call it a State of Union. So even though he talked for like an hour and 39 minutes, maybe 40 minutes last time, he didn't beat the longest ever State of the Union address, which was done under Bill Clinton at an hour and a half. And also, fuck Bill Clinton. But so I swear that Donald Trump was just rambling on. So not only could he beat his own time talking in front of the Congress, but also beat what's on record as the longest State of the Union in history, which was unfortunately Bill Clinton. So, my gosh, he just kept going. Just kept going. and it was unnecessary. And I also feel like you should be able to take away all the times that you're just standing there clapping. Yeah. I feel like all of the interruptions that occur from the peanut gallery should just be taken at a time. But hey, I don't make the rules. I don't want to make the rules. It's just my thought process being spoken out loud. But we know that that's what Donald Trump does every single day that he's out there talking. Is it's his thought process that just is spoken out loud. Aw, I couldn't answer your call today. I'm not on at that time. Somebody saying like was an awesome speech. Okay. You literally just keep telling yourself that. It's fine. Again, I will give him credit for, giving out the medals. I thought that was useful information. All of that was good to know. I did agree with all of that, but yeah, it was deliberately long and boring. I agree. Excessive for no good reason at all. Let's see. Nah. Man, they get so mad at me when oops, not really. Well-organized speech. Oh, so you guys just missed him slurring and then trying to cover up his slurring. Yeah, that tracks. That tracks a lot. No, see, he's able to do it, right? Like, he was able to do it because it was later in the evening, and sometimes people have way more energy in the evening, and I think that just might be Trump. I think he just has more energy in the evenings, which is fine, You got the energy. Have at it, my guy. That's cool. I think that's cool. You got the energy, and so he's able to just keep going. Got to tell you, it was one boring speech, though. One boring speech and annoying. I would imagine he takes naps. And I don't mean that in a bad way. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Are you just in a tunnel? Okay, you're in a tunnel. They do. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
It's my birthday, nigger.
Oh, well, happy birthday, but stop being a bad person. I really don't know what to tell you. Let's see. I mean, could have algae. I don't really know. Not to mention all of the things that they just like coaxed into happening. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes.
Awesome. How old are you?
I am 47.
47. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What specifically has Donald Trump achieved in his first year back in office that has earned your continued support?
Stopping illegal immigration.
Stopping illegal immigration? So like nobody is coming. How did he stop it?
But I misspoke. Slowing it down.
Slowing it down. Okay. How so?
Than there was the last 4 years.
Okay. How did he slow it down?
By securing the border.
How did he do that?
More secure.
How did he do that?
Put government agencies and military on the border.
Oh, the same thing that's always been done. Okay, so how did he do it?
Stopping release into the country
That's
putting
still
back
going
they
on.
used to
I
go
don't know what you're
policies.
talking about. Like, so federal
Mhm.
agents have always been at the southwest border and at the northern border. National Guard has always been available to be at the southwest border as well. That's nothing new. Like, I don't
Evidently,
get, you're not telling me anything new that's occurred under Trump that would have effectively closed or slowed down anything happening at the southern border. So,
what was the immigration last?
what was the immigration last year? Like, of what kind? I don't get it.
Illegal immigration.
Illegal immigration, sir, that's an unquantifiable number.
What do you mean it's inquantifiable? Last year there was X amount, and this year it's another X amount. Why is that
Well,
number?
so I mean, if you're talking about last year, that was 2025. Also, I don't know because I'm sorry. And I would assume when you're saying illegal immigration, you're referring to people that cross through the border through non-ports of entry?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
How about the
unquantifiable.
convoys
I'm
that you
I'm
can
sorry.
go through and now
It's
they're not?
sorry. I honestly can't hear you when I'm talking. Also your mic kind of sounds like you're underwater a bit. Um
Oh,
so if they're coming in through non-ports of entry and they're not stopped or caught by CBP, right, or the National Guard or the Mexican army that's on the other side, anything like that, then it's an unquantifiable number because we don't know about them. Does that make
okay.
sense?
Yeah. So deporting people then.
Deporting people then.
Being America first. Trying to make America a global power again.
Sir, we've always been a global power. Right now, we're just the laughing stock of the world
By what measure? Who?
by the other
Who?
countries,
What
sir.
country thinks we're a
Oh, you
laughing
mean
stock?
uh Albania, that would be one offhand, literally laughs about Donald Trump all the damn time. Norway does think that as well. I'm
Albania?
pretty sure Sweden does as well. Like, and let's
No.
see what else. Yeah, most countries actually
Sweden.
just think like
So
laugh at the United States. Canada
so
is way
I don't think they're laughing
laughing at
now.
us. Denmark is also
Yeah.
laughing at us. Germany, yeah, them too. Most of the NATO countries
You
are
just saying
laughing at us.
how are they
The
laughing at us? What do
European
you mean by
Union
that?
are laughing at us.
What
Are you not aware
correct
that the
European?
European Union is rolling back, like stepping out of having any further trade deal talks with the United States?
No,
Oh,
true at all.
that's not true at all. Wow.
No,
Ooh,
they're looking into other
ooh,
countries because of the
ooh.
terrorists, such as China and you just
China still
stated
hasn't
that.
made a deal with us, sir. I don't know what you're talking about.
It hasn't been written down and signed, but we're negotiating.
Yeah, the majority of deals that Donald Trump is touting to the American people have not been written down or signed. And also at this point, they're going to be mostly invalidated because the agreement was to either lower the tariffs than what they're at now or to have almost no tariffs written into those deals from the United States. And now he just had to do a blanket tariff of 10%, looking at increasing it to 15% under Section 122 of the Tariff Act of 1974. And it doesn't allow you to pick and choose countries or lower it at any point. It literally has to be blanket across the board.
Right. There's another law.
Yeah.
Was you under the wrong law, but there's
no, that's the one that he's using right now. Are you not aware of that?
1974. Yes, I am aware of
okay,
that.
Yeah, he's utilizing Section 122 of the Tariff Law of 1974.
1974. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's quite literally doing that right now. And so because that requires a blanket tariff across all countries, all products, it doesn't leave opportunities for him to sign trade deals into law, which is why the European Union was like, yeah, we're not going to have that trade meeting with you. And they rolled back.
Who are they going to sign treaties with?
anybody else that is a free trade market for them. So, like, for example,
Which is
if we
who?
talk about like Canada,
Who's a
right?
free trade?
I'm
Canada's the
literally,
only.
yeah, no, I'm going into an explanation here with you. It's okay. You can listen. So if you look at
Mhm.
Canada, they've signed a major
Mhm.
trade deal with China. They've also signed major
Mhm.
trade deals with the European Union as a whole and with Australia. And I mean
And
actually signed. And they're just scoffing at the United States because Donald Trump is constantly trying
how
to
is that hurting
question
the
their
United States?
sovereignty. How is
Who's
that
trying to
hurting the United
question their
States? Are you
sovereignty?
not aware
Who?
that Canada is like one of the biggest trading partners for the
With
United
who?
States?
Yes, in certain things, but they also get things from us. They get more from us than we get from them.
Oh, yeah, they
Period.
do.
Yes, yes, yes,
Hmm,
they do.
I'm sure.
Where's their military?
In Canada,
Who's going to defend them? Who's going to defend them when they get attacked?
their
Who?
military, the rest of NATO,
Their military?
and
Okay.
the rest of NATO.
NATO?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are
Yeah,
you
their
not aware
military is
that?
so
I'm
big.
sorry. How many countries are in NATO?
Let me guess.
How many countries are in NATO?
80 something.
80 countries are in NATO?
Well, how many are in there? If you know everything, every little literal thing, because it's all you have is literal and technicality.
I didn't know that being
The
literal
real
was such a
world
bad
doesn't
thing.
run
Oh
on
my God,
literal
being literal is
and
such a bad thing, guys.
You have
Taking
no
things
logic. You're
serious.
not logical. You
Literally,
cannot be
okay,
logical
literal
and
is
be a
actually
Democrat.
logical. I don't know if you realize that.
No, it's not. It's totally different. You take one word and focus on that, not looking at the broad scheme of things.
Sir, you haven't provided anything that would be a broad scheme of things. And again, like, there is not 80 countries in NATO.
You're talking about speculation. You're not talking about anything.
No, I actually was talking about things that have
you're
already
elated
occurred.
about being against the United States. The
Okay, I'm
United
sorry.
States
You
is
just
not-
asked a
okay, so
hypothetical. You just asked a hypothetical
What
of
hypothetical? I didn't ask a
yeah,
hypothetical.
okay, cool. I'm gonna here. You literally just asked me, and I do mean literally just asked me, what would Canada do if they were attacked, right? Like, what military do they have? So you're saying that I'm going through these, like I'm having to try to see into the future. Well, you're the one that gave me the hypothetical in order for me to answer, where I was saying, well, they have their own military force. They absolutely do. That's 100% true. Also, they have the 31 other countries of NATO that would also come to them because that's a part of that agreement. You're not going to come off mute until you stop talking. Okay. Do you understand now that I was answering your hypothetical that you proposed? Or did
answered it
you
with
have
a
that short of no?
You answered my hypothetical with another hypothetical.
No, I didn't. I
That
answered
NATO
your
is
question.
going-
I'm
nobody-
sorry.
NATO's
What
not
is
gonna come to
Article?
their defense without United.
Okay, you're on mute again. When I unmute you, I would like you to tell me what Article 5 of the NATO Charter is.
I don't know.
You don't know? Oh,
No, I
interesting.
don't know
So then,
everything about
wow, it's so
everything. I don't.
interesting. Like I'm answering your
But you do.
hypothetical about what would occur if someone were to attack Canada. How would they defend themselves? And literally, it would be NATO because Article 5 would be enacted. Do you know the only country in the
What
NATO?
countries are in
Oh my
NATO?
goodness. Do you know the only country in the world, in the NATO agreement that has enacted Article 5, which is attack on one, attack on all? That's just a simple way of saying it.
Mhm.
What is the only country that has ever enacted Article 5 of NATO?
And what time period in all of NATO?
Since,
Or in
yeah,
each
since its
of-
founding. What is
Since
the
its
only
founding?
country
I don't know.
that has ever enacted Article 5 of NATO?
That would be when? World War II? Vietnam? Iraq War? Which one? Which war are you talking about? Or what invasion are you talking about? How far back? World War II?
When are we ever
World War
going to
I?
make it a thing or normalize it to just answer I don't know when you don't know the answer to a question?
I just said I don't know.
No, you didn't. You said everything but.
I said how far back? How far back?
Yeah, that's not I don't
Is
know.
what I was asking you, a timeline.
Yeah. Is how far back the same as I don't know?
No, it's two different statements. I don't know
Okay.
would be a definitive statement. How far
Gotcha.
back is a question. That's different. A question
Yeah.
and a statement.
The
is not
United
the
States
same.
of America in response to September 11, 2001.
Okay.
Yeah.
And your
Yeah.
point is,
The United States is the
what does
only
that have
country
to
to
do
ever
with the
enact
laughing?
NATO.
Everybody's laughing. What does that have to do with the definitive sentence that the whole rest of the world is laughing at us?
Oh,
Which
sir,
is
we
can't
moved
even be
beyond
definitive
that
because
because
that's
you
an
were
opinion.
just, oh goodness. We moved beyond that because you went down, took us down a whole other rabbit hole.
Okay. So no matter what, U.S., what you don't want U.S. to advance in any way. What do
Oh,
you
did I say
think
that? Can
that
you
Donald
tell
Trump?
me when I
No,
said
I'm
that?
asking you I'm asking you the question now.
And what is your
What would
question?
be what has Donald? Can we agree with anything? Has Donald Trump done anything positive, anything to advance this country in any way, shape, or form,
Advance? No.
economically or
No.
defensively or anything? Nothing.
No, sir.
He's done nothing.
No.
Okay.
I do give him credit for no tax on
What
tips and no tax on overtime. However, that is short lived. It
and no
expires.
tax
It is
on
I'm not done. It
Medicare.
no,
Okay.
that's not actually what it is either. Oh my God. So that's just what he calls it, but that's not even what it's phrased in the bill. So that's hilarious. Anyway, I do give him credit for that, but because it expires on December 31st, 2028, that is the last day that it is able to be applied. So it's only good up through the 2029 tax filing season.
Well,
That is not
Congress
progressing the country in any way. That is
it is
a
until
short term.
2028.
That's not progressing the country because it doesn't continue. Once it regresses
Well,
back, the
yes,
progression is
but you gotta
done. No. I'm so sorry. Do
that
you not understand that?
Congress
It
can make a law
progressive.
that
I don't know. I don't know if you
happens.
have it. They already made it a law, sir, and they put an expiration date on it because that's what Donald Trump wanted. All right, so let's
So
be
that's the
clear.
end of
In
his
order for
term.
us to progress as a country, that means we have to continue to move forward. Having an expiration
So what
date
is
on things like
your
no tax on tips and no tax on
what is your
overtime
policy?
and the senior tax credit or tax deduction does not continue to advance it because it has an expiration date.
Okay. Okay. So what is something that you believe would progress America, or do you even want America to progress? I don't know.
Yeah, sure. My first thing, and this would
Mhm.
be a starting moment, right, is I would
Mhm.
suggest, right,
Mhm.
free
Mhm.
universal health care for anyone under the age of 18.
Under 18.
Yep.
That sounds. I mean, that sounds pretty good. Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah. That would actually be a
So
progression.
if Donald Trump did that, you would say that was a good thing. I'm
Yes.
just trying to contemplate if you just hate everything Donald Trump
I
does,
already just
or
gave
you
him
just
credit
hate
for things. Were
everything.
you not listening?
Yeah, one thing, and then you had a
No, those are two
backhand
separate
compliment
things
that
within
is
one policy. And
temporary.
actually, I technically named 3 separate things within one policy or one bill
And
because it was an
you
omnibus
still said
bill.
it
So,
doesn't really do anything because it expires.
no, I said it's not progressive because we roll back, which means we go back to regression after December 31st, 2028. I didn't say it didn't do anything. I
So
said it's a
it makes the
short.
tax more.
Goodness me, you're not
So how does it go
listening.
backwards? Yes, I am quite
No, you're
listening.
not.
Yes, I am.
You're not listening. Here, I'll re-explain this to you. The reason why it is not a progressive thing is because it has an expiration date, which means that it regresses back to how it was previously, where the no tax
And
on
that's
tips
not
policy.
backwards. That's just back
No,
to the
that is
same thing.
literally, no, so exactly.
No,
Going
it's
back to the
not.
same
It
thing
doesn't
is
work.
regressing, sir. When you
No,
roll
it's
back
not.
on something, that is literally regression.
No,
That is literally
no,
regression.
no.
Sorry, when you make progress and you move forward on something and then it expires and you roll something back, that is quite literally regression. If you are moving backwards, you are regressing. If you are stepping away from a policy, you are regressing unless you are continuing to move forward. That is called progress. Rolling back, moving backwards, that's regress. Moving forward, that would be progress. You're not coming off mute until you're done talking. Yeah, the planned regression is crazy too. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Planned regression is crazy.
Yeah, it's not regression. It's not planned
It
regression.
literally
It's
is.
going back to the
It
same
is.
thing it
Nope.
was 4 years
Yeah,
before
so
that. No,
then
going backwards
if
would
you're
be, you
going
would have
back
to take
to the
away from
same
it.
thing, if you are going back to
No,
the
it's not.
same thing,
It's going back
then
to
it
the same
is
thing.
not progressive. Do you agree or
Yeah,
no?
you're right. Yes, I
Okay,
agree. That
so
is
then
not
it's not
progressive. But going back
so
to
we'll
where it
try
was
this
is not
again.
deductive.
We'll try this again. So then it is not a progressive policy. Do you understand that? Yes or no?
Yes, I agree with you.
Fantastic.
But it's not digression either. It's going back to center.
It's not going back to center.
Yes, it is. It goes back to where it was after December 2028.
Yeah, so
Correct.
conservatism, right?
So does it go back to the same thing it
Wow,
was?
you're so bad at answering
before
questions.
the
So
bill?
conservatism, right?
No.
Conservatism is the same old, same old.
No, it's not. It is not. The same old, same old.
Conservatism is maintaining the status quo as it is.
No, it's not. That would be status quo, not conservatism.
Conservatism is maintaining things as they are and making no changes. Because you are conserving the state of being as it is.
So conservatism, you do nothing, and you're conservatism. That's what.
Yes, because what does it mean to conserve?
To conserve, to maintain.
To maintain. So maintaining the status quo.
Right.
We got there. So then I wasn't wrong. Wow. So then I wasn't wrong. What a concept.
You wasn't right either.
Was that an English sentence? Was that an English sentence? Was that an English sentence?
Technically, yes. I don't know.
That was not proper sentence structure. Would you like to try that again?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. See what I mean? You're being literal again. You're focusing on the words and not the meaning of them.
Sir, you're still wrong.
What am I wrong about?
You told me I was wrong about what conservatism was, and then we broke it down, and then we broke it down to what exactly it means to conserve, which I don't know if you forgot this when you took English back in high school, I would assume, maybe college. Hey, I don't know. Basic English, right? Where you look at the root words. Do you know what the root word is in conservatism? I'm sure you don't, so we're not going to unmute you for that one. So the root word of conservatism is conserve. And we broke down what conserve means, and you agreed with the definition, or at least the explanation, of what it means to conserve, which is exactly what conservatism is. And that's exactly what I said. And then you agreed that that's what it said, what I had said, but then you said, but you wasn't right either. Not a proper English sentence structure, for one, but you're still incorrect. If you agree with me that I was correct and then say, but I wasn't right, you would have to then therefore tell me what exactly I was wrong on. Are you capable of doing that? What was I wrong on? Be explicit.
You're right. The word conserve is in conservatism, but the word conservatism is not conservation, which isn't even a word. So
I didn't say that.
conservatism
You
is a
said that
different thing
word.
from
So
conserving.
what?
Conserving
Again,
something
okay,
is
we're going to
different
try
from
this
a
again.
movement.
Hi,
So
hello. We're going to,
Democrats
okay,
are
we're going to, yeah. Okay, so I just want to remind you, okay, that I asked you to be explicit, so be extremely specific on what I said that I was wrong on. You have so far failed to do so.
That's an ocean. What have I failed to do?
Oh, you weren't
Hello?
listening? You failed to tell me specifically what I was incorrect on.
There you go. That conservatism is about doing nothing
No, I didn't say that either.
to maintain the status quo. That's
Yes.
what conservatism is about. No, conservatism is not about that. The word conservative is. You're correct about that. Conservatism is a different thing.
Then what is it?
So
If
what is
I'm so
liberalism?
wrong,
What is liberalism then? Explain
I'm
to
pretty
me
sure
liberalism.
you're a liberal. Anyway, so what is
No, I'm not a
conservatism?
liberal.
Oh, you're
What does
not,
that have
huh?
to do with the price of tea in China?
Well, I don't know. You
What
would
does
have
that
to
have to
tell
do
me
with
since that's
advancing
your
America?
answer.
What does
I
that
like
have
how
to
we
do
went
with
from
advancing
talking
America?
about to conservatism, me asking him to then explain to me what conservatism is, then him pivoting and asking what is liberalism. Explain that to me. So let's try this one more time. What is conservatism?
Small government.
No, that would be like an ideology within it, but that's not what conservatism
is
is.
an ideology.
No, it's a political
is-
ideology. Yes, it's a political
Right,
theory, if you
exactly.
want to be exact.
Right.
There we go. This
Just
is
like
the right one.
liberalism.
Yeah, so let me ask you this real
Mhm.
quick. Let's run through some
Mhm.
tenets, okay? Let's see how you feel about
right.
these. All right.
Oh,
So you said you like limited government, correct?
yes.
Okay, so that's one thing, right? So we got this. You enjoy your freedom of speech.
Yes.
Okay, that's two. Do you believe in freedom from an arbitrary state power? So personal freedom. So government
Yes.
not getting involved with your business. Okay, that's three. All right. And that one ain't gonna be you. So we've got three. Do you agree with democracy?
No.
No, so you don't believe with democracy. Okay.
We're not a
So I
democracy.
just want to let you know
We're not
something.
a democracy. Democracy is majority rule. We're not a democracy.
We are an indirect
We're a
democracy.
We are a constitutional republic.
We are an indirect democracy, a constitutional
not.
republic.
Nope.
I know you just want to say
Then why do
nuh-uh.
you need?
Okay, I know you just want to say nuh-uh to everything that I said, but that doesn't actually make me wrong. If you actually look up exactly, hey comrade, if you actually look up exactly, can we get the B emojis in the chat for Comrade B? If you actually look up exactly what democracy is and then the different types of indirect democracies, for example, a constitutional republic, you would actually find that a constitutional republic is in fact a type of indirect democracy, because while you say we're not majority rules, in fact, we are. When you vote for your governor, when you vote for your state representatives at the federal level, when you vote for your state legislators at your local level, when you vote for your city council, your judges, everything down to the very nitty-gritty, the smallest position within your government, it is in fact majority rules. The only thing that is not majority rules is in fact the office of the president. So again, we are in fact a democracy by your own definition of saying majority rules. Okay? Do you understand that? Yes or no?
State
Do you
level,
understand that? Yes or no? I'm sorry. Is the federal Congress state level? Yes or no?
No.
No. Oh, wow. So wait. So you're telling me, so the federal level of Congress is not state level. When you voted for your senator or your House of Representative member, did they win by majority rule?
They won by the most votes.
They won by the most votes. So that would be majority rules.
Yes.
Oh, shit, that sounds like a fucking democracy. Oh my God. I just want to let you
So how
know
come you can't pass
your,
anything?
oh my goodness. This is so funny. And let's be clear. And if we're going down further to democracy and majority rules, when it comes to the House of Representatives, you literally need a simple majority to get anything done. A simple majority. So just one more than the nays, right? So just one more than the nays. Simple majority. That sounds like a goddamn democracy to me, if I've ever heard one. So I'm going to run back down this list. So you agree with democracy because you're okay with the way that our voting system currently works. We'll say that right there. And we are a democracy. I'm so glad that we've established that. You agree with freedom of speech, limited governments. I would also assume that you're okay with a market economy, so we'll just tack that on there. And you're also good with your own rights to your personal life. So your own, without the states being involved in your business, you personally, your business. Sir, I don't know if you happen to look that up at any point in time, which I'm sure you won't. You're a goddamn fucking dirty liberal.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
those
I'm a liberal.
are literal tenets of liberalism. I hope
Okay.
that helps.
So I'm a liberal then.
You're a fucking goddamn dirty liberal.
I don't think liberals are dirty.
You
said that.
goddamn dirty liberal. How dare you?
You said that, not me.
Yeah.
Okay. Label me whatever you want to label me, please.
Goddamn.
It doesn't hurt my feelings at all.
Goddamn. We have just realized and came to the conclusion that
Are
you
you a
are in
liberal?
fact a liberal. I
Are you a
believe in those
Marxist?
tenets, but no, I'm not
Marxist?
I'm
Are
not a
you
liberal. Liberals are on the right.
Are you a Marxist? Then what are you then?
I'm a progressive. Do you understand now why I don't necessarily fully agree?
Progressive? So
Yes.
everything always has to be progressive.
Yes, because if you're not progressing, then you
stop?
fall the fuck
When does
behind,
it
my
stop?
guy. If
Who
you're
are we
not
falling behind
progressing,
by?
then you fall the fuck behind, my guy. Wow,
who are
what
we
a
falling-
fucking concept.
Who are we falling behind to?
Woo! Sorry, if
Who-
you don't,
who
I'm
are
so
we
sorry. Wait,
falling
wait,
behind
wait.
to?
Are you saying that you don't
Who are
believe
we
in
falling
progressive?
behind to?
Hold on. Are you saying that you don't believe in progressive ideology or the progression of a country?
Yeah. Okay.
You do? Okay, good, because I just want to help you out with this. Do you know what the antonym of progressive would be?
Semantics.
What would the what would be the antonym of progressive? The opposite of progressive. What would the opposite of progressive be?
Non-progressive. Non-progressive.
That's
Yeah.
not the word.
Okay. What's the word then, Smarty?
Regressive.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
So if you are against
So
progressive
everything's either
or
progressive
progression,
or regressive.
yes, sir.
So when does the progression stop? Does it go on for infinity?
Yes, sir.
What
Because
is
if you
the
are
end
not
goal?
keeping up with the times,
That's
then yeah, you're
impossible.
falling behind. Isn't that exactly what
impossible.
happens when it comes to, I don't know, like almost any job industry? If you're not integrating some type of AI, eventually you do fall behind. If
well,
you're
what does
not
that have to do with the
continually
government?
growing your business,
What are
you
you
do
talking about?
eventually fall behind. That would be a progression within a business. Then this can be applied at the level of the country. Right now, the United States of America is actively regressing backwards with the rolling
How?
back of human
Where?
rights.
How?
I
What
literally
human
just
rights?
told
What are
you.
you talking about?
Sure,
No, you
yeah,
did
I'll
not tell me
explain
that
this
about
to you. Yeah, I know I just said one sentence while you were screaming because you're barely listening, and it is quite hilarious. I'll give you one easy example for you really quickly. Women's bodily autonomy. See, I'm going to point this out to you, right? Because when I asked him specifically, right, I asked him about his ability, the freedom from an arbitrary state power was what he agreed with, right? Freedom from the arbitrary state power. So his personal freedom to act and do as he pleases. And then he's going to get all butthurt over me saying that women's bodily autonomy was regressed backwards in the United States of America. By the way, that would fall under freedom from an arbitrary state, which you already said that you agreed with. So why can't women have freedom of bodily autonomy?
Explain what you mean by that. Bodily autonomy. You have the right to be in your body? Yeah. Who's taking that away from you?
No, that's not what that means.
What does it mean then? What do you think it means? Or what are you projecting it means? Bodily autonomy.
It's not what I
do you
think it
that
means. It is actually what it means. Like, it's not a thought that it's just a
taking the
thing.
body. Nobody's taking a body from a woman. Nobody's
Adriana
taking their body
Smith.
from them.
Adriana Smith out of Georgia.
Adriana Smith,
Adriana Smith out of Georgia. Georgia.
who
Have you
took
heard of her?
Bodily autonomy.
Yes.
Who took that away from her? How?
The state of Georgia in the hospital.
How?
Sure.
How?
The fetus inside of her was throwing blood clots and caused her to go brain dead. And they kept her, and this was at 9 weeks pregnant. They kept her on an incubator until she was 26 weeks pregnant, where they then conducted a C-section to cut the baby at that point out of technically a corpse, sir. She lost her right to her bodily autonomy the second that she got pregnant. She didn't want that. The family did not want that to occur. The hospital, because of the arbitrary state laws that were not clear, made that decision for her. So yes, sir, she lost her right to bodily autonomy.
So you mean
Done with that one. Guys, if you are new here and you haven't hit that follow button or that subscribe button, go ahead and hit it now. The best, easiest way to support the channel is to send gifts, super chats, become a member, super fan, bits, subscriptions, all of the good, wonderful things. Keep double tapping that screen if you are watching over on TikTok. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Okay. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Take that as a no. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello?
Hi, how old are you?
21?
Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes.
Date of birth, go.
021820.
Nope. He just said that he was born 6 years ago. I just want to let you guys know that. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Did you just call back to get hung up on again? All right. Yeah, people do weird stuff, let's be clear. So I like how, like, I know the chat is just like going off, right? Because they just found out today that they're a liberal. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello?
Hi, how old are you?
18.
Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. What specifically has Donald Trump achieved in his first year back in office that has earned your continued support?
ICE and immigration control.
Yeah, specifically how?
I don't think that we should be letting millions of illegal immigrants into our country.
Okay,
And
we
committing
don't.
crimes.
Congratulations.
Say that again?
We don't. Congratulations.
Well, you asked why I support Donald Trump, and that's why.
Yeah, we've never just let them in. So congratulations. I guess you've supported every president that's ever been president in United States history because they didn't just let illegal immigrants in.
Well, they sure didn't stop millions when Joe Biden was under office.
I'm so sorry. How are you supposed to stop people you don't see?
What do you mean you don't see?
Oh, what makes somebody an illegal immigrant? I guess we'll have to try that.
If you actively see them hopping over the border and you don't do anything to stop them from doing that, or you
Oh,
don't
that,
hire
wait,
people,
sorry. You have to see them and physically not stop them to make someone an illegal immigrant. So what happens with all the people that you don't see?
that's why we have ICE and things like that.
So they're not illegal immigrants though, because you didn't see them.
What?
You just said what makes someone an illegal immigrant is if you witness them coming over the border and you don't stop them. So if they're not seen, they are not an illegal immigrant.
That's just not really what I said. I think you're
It
taking words right out of
actually
context.
is. I asked you what makes someone an illegal immigrant, and you said, and I'm not even kidding, you literally said this. If you see them cross the southern border and you let them in, and you don't stop them, that makes them an illegal immigrant. So that means the people that you don't see are not illegal immigrants by that logic.
Can I rephrase that?
So you mean you want to walk yourself back?
Yeah.
Sure.
What makes somebody an illegal immigrant is climbing over the border or breaking in illegally, and
What law are they violating?
here and committing crimes, because it is a crime to break into our country illegally.
What law is that?
What?
What law are they violating?
You can't just walk into land.
I'm sorry, what law are they violating?
You're awesome.
I don't know the exact law, but I'm pretty sure that
Fantastic. What makes somebody a criminal in the United States of America according to our legal justice system?
breaking the American law.
Incorrect. Our criminal
you
justice
mean?
system has a phrase that they go by. Are you familiar with it at all? There's really two, but there's only one specific answer that I'm looking for.
I am not.
Okay. Have you ever heard of justice is blind?
Yes.
Okay, so that's one of the phrases. It's not the one that I'm looking for right now. Innocent until proven guilty.
hmm
You've
I've
heard of
heard
that
of both of
before.
those.
Awesome. How do you prove someone guilty?
Evidence.
No. How do you prove someone guilty?
Evidence.
Evidence
That's
is
how you prove
provided in this instance. However, there is how do you prove someone guilty? What makes someone guilty?
by committing a crime.
Incorrect. What makes, again, it's innocent until proven guilty. So committing the crime is not guilt, right? Evidence until like you're innocent until proven guilty. So what would determine you to be guilty? What process are you going through to determine your guilt?
The due process.
Due process. And what does that entail? If you don't know all parts, that's fine. You can just give like a basic part of it.
Like you have the right to a lawyer and the right to like things like that. Like
Well, the right to
You
an
can-
attorney is a separate thing, but I mean, it's
Oh, yeah.
included in the process. But what is it? What is the right to due process? How does that go about?
you have the right to a fair and legal jury.
That's the Sixth Amendment. Yeah, we know that one. Okay, what is the process?
You have to I'm not sure the entire process.
In a normal court proceeding, because that you could have just said going to court. In a normal court proceeding, who would determine you to be guilty?
The judge.
Incorrect. Who would determine you to be guilty?
Oh, the plaintiff.
Incorrect. Who would determine your guilt?
Wouldn't it be the judge?
Incorrect. Who would determine your guilt?
How would it not be the judge?
The judge does the sentencing. I said in a normal court proceeding, in a normal criminal court proceeding, who would determine your guilt? Who makes the decision of guilty or not guilty?
That's literally the judge.
That's not the judge. They don't make that determination. They do the sentencing.
I'm confused. Does the judge
What are the
not
parts
say
that make up
guilty?
when you're in a courtroom? Okay, we'll just go specifically with a criminal court procedure. When you're in criminal court procedure, what makes up all parts? Like, what are the parts of that criminal court procedure? Like, what are the main parts? You've already said a few of them, but you're missing a very, very important one.
Could you inform me?
Okay. What are all the parties? That's okay. So you asked for me to inform you. Sorry. Got it. Okay.
Mhm.
So you would have the plaintiff, the defendant, right? Or the defense team, whichever way it goes. You would have the judge, and then you have 12 what in a criminal court proceeding? Jury,
What are
the
the
jury, the
jury
jurors.
jurors?
It
Yeah,
would
the
be called
jury,
jurors in the way that I phrased it. The jury.
Okay.
The jury determines your guilt. They are the
Mhm.
ones that say you are guilty or not. Very few people determine to have the case heard just in front of a judge. Many of them choose to have it in front of a jury because it just takes one person on the jury to say not guilty, and then they are not guilty. It has to be a unanimous jury.
Okay.
Cool. So that's how somebody becomes a criminal within the United States of America. Simply violating the letter of the law does not make you a criminal. This was also upheld in Arizona v. United States 2012 ruling. Specifically within that, the SCOTUS determined, the Supreme Court of the United States of America, that simply being considered deportable does not make someone a criminal because in order to be considered a criminal, you have to have been found guilty in a court of law.
Okay. So I was a little bit off base there, but that doesn't mean that there should be undocumented immigrants in our country.
Sir, undocumented immigrants could mean multiple things.
I don't really think it's in the name undocumented immigrant, somebody who came here illegally.
No, undocumented could be somebody that's filing their paperwork and they don't have their documents here yet.
So we'll say illegal immigrant or illegal alien.
Or unauthorized.
Okay, unauthorized. Let's
Yeah.
say that doesn't mean that there should be millions of unauthorized immigrants. Some of
Sir,
which
we've
committing-
had, I don't know if you're aware of this, but since 1980s, the Department of Homeland Security has released this report and they release it every 2 to 4 years, okay? We've had undocumented, unauthorized, illegal aliens within the United States of America for almost forever. That's always been a thing. We've had about the same amount, giddy up, since 2010, which is about 10 million, somewhere between 9 to 10 million. It's been about the same
that's
amount
not
since
okay.
2010. Well, sir, you're not going to ever get all of them out. That is literally impossible because if you don't know who they are, you're not going to be able to find them.
But
ICE is just doing racial profiling. They already argued that to be true when it went to a judge, the district court over California. Can't remember what circuit that is, so forgive me, guys. They literally had to argue in front of a judge that ICE cannot do their job unless they're engaging in racial profiling.
Yeah, I think I heard about that.
Yeah, we've had multiple citizens in the United States of America, and I do mean citizens, picked up 2 or more times because they were racially profiled by ICE and Border Protection.
Do you have their names?
Their names offhand? No.
So that doesn't make it true. Like,
Okay. We'll just look it up real quick. Names of citizens. Leonardo Garcia Venegas in Alabama, George Rentes in California. Oh gosh, I'm gonna butcher this name. Andriana Meja, California. Frank Miranda in Oregon. Annabelle Romero in Idaho. Alberto Nila in California. Javier Ramirez in California. Cesar Saltos in California. Raifi Sauhud, I said that wrong, California. Andrea Velez, California. And there's so many more. ProPublica did an entire report on it. And as you can see, I'm sure you would agree, did any of those names sound white?
I don't think they do.
Okay.
What's your source for that?
I
Wondering.
ProPublica.
ProPublica.
Yes. The title is, we found that more than 170 U.S. citizens have been held by immigration agents. They've been kicked, dragged, and detained for days.
But isn't it easy to just pull out some form of documentation, like a ID or something?
Yes, and one
And-
man has it on video, and I can't find the video offhand because I'm not sure which one of those names is it, where he was literally told by ICE that they believe that his real ID was fake. So they've stopped him not once, not twice, but 3 times.
And that's not those agents shouldn't be, they should be fired. I don't agree with those.
No
types of
one's been
agents.
fired from ICE or CBP for their conduct in the field. We have that confirmation from their committee hearing in Congress.
I don't agree with what those particular agents are doing, but I don't think
It's not a
very hard to
one-off,
just
sir.
pull-
When it's across the
I
entire country, you
understand.
heard more than one state, and some of those states that I told you are red states.
What does that prove?
That it's not a isolated incident. It's not just one officer. It is multiple.
But that just because they're in red states doesn't prove anything.
I only pointed out the fact that it was red states to just show you that it wasn't just occurring in blue states.
But that doesn't really.
They've also detained, guess what? Native American tribe members who are
Okay.
American citizens. Some tribes are exempt. Some tribes have to apply to become American citizens. It's a weird process, but most of them are at birth. Yeah. So, them from reservations. In Oklahoma.
I my apologies. I was not informed on this, so my apologies for wasting time.
Oh, you didn't waste my time. I think you learned something, and I appreciate that. And I encourage you to look up everything that we talked about, okay?
All right, well, thank you.
You're welcome. I like it when somebody can be polite. Wasn't a waste of time. I think I like educating people. Yeah, the Choctaw Nation. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Hello. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, I am.
Awesome. How old are you?
I'm 37.
37? Okay. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Mostly.
Mostly. What specifically has Donald Trump achieved in his first year back in office that has earned your continued support?
I don't know about like specific achievements. I just kind of think the deportations are cool. I like the tariffs.
So you like Donald Trump violating the Constitution of the United States? Giddy up.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Yeah. Yeah, obviously.
Oh, you said you support the tariffs. Are you not aware that it was ruled that the IEEPA tariffs were in fact unconstitutional?
Is this how this conversation is going to go? You're just going to be like super rude or what?
Sorry, which part of how am I being rude?
By
Asking
saying,
for
so you
clarification.
just, support the Constitution? You don't have very good social skills if you don't see how rude that was.
It's direct. Is directness rude now?
No, it's snarky and sarcastic.
No, trust me, you probably wouldn't know if I was being sarcastic. This isn't sarcasm.
Well, I wouldn't know that. Why wouldn't I know that?
You don't know me personally. So you wouldn't know when I was
I don't
being
need to know-
sarcastic.
Do I need to know someone personally to know if they're being sarcastic or not, or if they're being rude?
Well, sarcasm, typically, yes, that does require some knowledge of the person ahead of time. But the only person that's up
Okay.
here now whining about someone's attitude is you, which is quite kind of funny, if I'm being honest.
I didn't accuse you of whining about my attitude.
Okay.
So you don't think you're rude?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
I had some guy called in and you immediately started attacking him. I was like, what the fuck? You're like clearly pissed off about the topic.
I'm so mad you're right.
Yeah, you sound annoyed.
Yep. So annoyed.
Just because you stifle your emotions doesn't mean you're not expressing that you're
Are you
pissed off.
offended by monotone?
No, I'm not offended by that.
Are
I'm
you
your
offended by
words.
someone not utilizing normal voice inflections in their speech?
Why would I be offended by that?
Well, I mean, you just accused me of stifling my emotions, and so therefore that doesn't mean I'm not rude, except that's not what I'm doing. I just don't utilize normal voice inflections within my typical speech.
If I say that
I
you
use
stifle
irregular
your
voice
emotions
patterns.
if I say that you stifling your emotions doesn't mean you're not rude, that doesn't mean that I'm offended by it. That's me making a statement.
Why? Okay, if you're not offended by the way that I speak and your assumption of me being rude, why would you bring it up?
Because you're being rude. You're not being rude by stifling your emotions. I never said that.
Ah, so why would you
It's
bring
rude.
it up if you're not
you-
offended?
So are you offended at me talking right now?
No,
Because I'm talking?
didn't say that at
Wow,
all.
okay.
I haven't
Then why would you
accused
bring
you
up
of
me
anything.
Why would
See, this
Exactly.
is
See?
me.
Now you're following.
This is actually me asking clarifying questions. Are you familiar with those? What those are?
So do you think all illegal
What is a
immigrants should just go into the country?
clarifying question?
What is a clarifying question?
Yeah.
It's a question to clarify.
Ah.
So do
Gotcha.
you think that all illegal immigrants should just pour into the country? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, sir, you lost the right to talk about politics when you decided that you wanted to go on a personal attack route, saying that I'm being rude. So I'm asking
just
for
doing what you're doing.
clarifying questions to get down to the root of this, because you seem to be
It's
offended
not a
to the
clarifying.
point that you
It's not
have
a clarifying
asked or accused me of being rude, and so therefore are pointing it out, which would typically be
Everyone,
unnecessary if you didn't feel some type of way about it. So yes, now I'm going to ask clarifying questions to determine what exactly was rude, simply because you don't like my irregular voice inflections that I utilize within my speech. That's just
I
my
didn't say that was
neurotip.
rude. I didn't
Sorry,
say that was
that's
rude. I didn't
that's
say that
just
was
my
rude.
neurodivergence, and I understand that you probably don't understand that exactly, and that's okay. Not everybody does. That's why
Oh,
it's not
so
neurotypical.
you
So
do lack
this
social
is.
skills. You do lack social skills then.
No, I'm so sorry. I don't know if you realize this, but having neurodivergence doesn't equate to a lack of social skills.
Sometimes it does.
Yes, but nothing shows that I do lack social
In this
skills.
case, it does. In this case, I think it does.
What exactly then? Be specific. Are you capable of that?
I already was specific. I said your sarcasm and your attitude. I didn't say
There has
anything
been
about
no
you
sarcasm
stifling your
here.
emotions.
There has been no sarcasm here. So that's not true. So what other specifics can you go into?
About what?
Which shows that I lack social skills.
Well, you having to stifle your emotions. And look, if someone says, "Hey, I support Donald Trump,"
I'm
because I
sorry,
think deportation
me
is
speaking in
I'm
a
explaining myself.
monotone
Hey, do you want me to
without
answer? Do you want me to answer?
utilizing
Do you want me to
normal
answer?
voice inflections is not stifling my emotions. So I'm sorry, I am going to correct you when you're automatically starting off incorrect. That is not stifling my emotions. If I was stifling my emotions, I would already looked heated and then have to like calm myself down, tamp myself down, literally box it all in. I'm quite calm. The only and that is in fact an emotion. So me being calm is a form of a representative of an emotion. So therefore I am not stifling my emotions. So that specific thing that you pointed out is incorrect. What other things are you going to attempt to point out that show that I lack social skills?
Well, you just ranted for like 2 minutes repeating yourself. That was kind of weird, for one. But anyways,
I'm sorry, I assume that you needed further clarification because you just weren't understanding. So at that point, I was actually being condescending. And that would also be a social skill that you actually seem to have missed, was me engaging in a condescending attitude with you, which would also show that I wasn't lacking in emotions. So, what other specifics would you like to show that I lack social skills?
all right, for the third time, I'm going to try this again. Let's see if I can get it out. All right. If someone calls and you immediately
Also, just kidding. I don't care. What a surprise. Guys, if you're new here on TikTok and you haven't already sent in your daily heart me, go ahead and send in your daily heart me. If you haven't hit that follow button, go ahead and hit that follow button or that subscribe button, depending on which platform you are on. The best way to support the live is to become a member, send super chats, become a super fan, send gifts, send bits, send subscriptions. Whichever way you go about doing it, I appreciate you guys just being here. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello?
Hi, how old are you?
25?
25. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Hell yeah.
What specifically did Donald Trump achieve in his first year back in office that has earned your continued support?
The real question is, why do you not support Donald Trump?
Sure, I can answer that very quickly, and I am going to say it fast, so please try to keep up. I don't support a president that actively violates articles and amendments of the United States Constitution, goes against our allies, destroys our partnerships that we've had with allies for a long time, threatens to make a country, a sovereign country no less, a sovereign state, threatens the sovereignty of multiple other countries just in his first year back in office. So now what specifically has Donald Trump achieved in his first year back in office, specifically 13 months, that has earned your continued support?
Can you repeat that? I'm a little slow.
What has Donald Trump achieved in his first year back in office that has earned your continued support?
What has your side achieved, though?
I'm sorry, I don't have a side. So now what has Donald Trump achieved in his first year back in office that has earned your continued support?
Well, it's not just Donald Trump, because when George Bush started ICE, he actually deported all these people.
I'm
way
sorry,
more
why
than-
are we going back to George Bush? That's rude. I'm asking, that's weird, not rude. Why, like, can you stick on topic with Donald J. Trump?
Yeah, so Donald Trump is just tweeting about how he deports people, but everybody, all the presidents
me?
all presidents before Donald Trump to George Bush also deported way more than Donald Trump. He's just tweeting about
Okay,
it so
again,
people know more.
I'm asking you what specifically has Donald Trump achieved?
I know you're asking, but I want to talk about other stuff now.
Okay, well, I'll just move on. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Oh yeah, I'm here.
Awesome. How old are you?
25.
25. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Oh yeah, that's my man right there.
It's your man right there. What specifically has Donald Trump achieved in his first year back in office that has earned your continued support?
So many things. It gets you libtards online just raging so hard at your screens.
Oh,
How's that
okay.
support, by the
So
way? Did you see
I
that,
just want to be
message
clear.
that
You
some
you
guy
are
sent you on
just
your
a you're just a contrarian then?
screen? He sent you like $5 talking about he took a blue chew. It's fucking disgusting. That's the type of people you have in your comment section.
I'm so sorry. I don't
You
get what you're
literally
even
generate
talking
retarded
about.
people in your comment section.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
slurs. Only weak people resort to slurs. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Rape Netanyahu.
Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah, though, I hope you're having a wonderful day. I was calling, is this that stream on the Trump debate?
It's a conversation, yeah. Hi, my
Great,
name is Ari. How old are you?
I'm 20. Nice to meet you, Ari. My name is Grayson.
Okay, Grayson, are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Well, of course, that's why I called.
Okay. What specifically has Donald Trump achieved in his first year back in office that has earned your continued support?
Well, let's get started. We can talk about, I just recently filed my taxes, and we can look at number one. Actually, we'll go gas prices to keep it simple. We go gas prices going down. For the reason this has happened, these tariffs, and a lot of people really harp on these tariffs because
I'm sorry.
they-
Where do you want to start again? Do you want to talk about gas prices
I'm
or
sorry about
tariffs?
that.
Because those are two different things.
what I was explaining why the gas prices went down.
Tariffs have nothing to do with gas prices. In fact, I'm pretty certain that gas is exempt from tariffs. So, which one do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about? Yeah, so do you want to talk about
I actually
gas
say
prices?
gas prices are a horrible
or-
way of. I'm sorry I even mentioned gas prices. I actually say those are a horrible way of judging a president. Because gas prices have nothing to do with political policy. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's go tariffs. This is something people are pretty critical on. Wouldn't you agree?
Yep.
So I'd actually like to try to justify the tariffs and explain why, even though people are critical, why they're a pretty good
Justify
idea.
the unconstitutional tariffs?
So can you explain to me why these tariffs are unconstitutional and what part of the Constitution actually says these tariffs are unconstitutional?
Article 1, Section 8. The power to
Yeah, can you
tax
read that
the
for me?
American people is delegated to the legislative branch of government.
Well, tariffs do not tax the American people. They tax other countries.
They taxed other countries.
Which aren't American people.
They
you
tax
look
other
at American
countries.
people.
Interesting. Do you know who the Supreme Court of the United States of America is?
Well, of course,
Okay. And what is the
what's that
job
got to
of
do
the
with this?
Supreme Court of the United States of America?
To uphold the Constitution.
To
Or
uphold the
enforce it.
Constitution. And they also get to determine whether something is unconstitutional or not, correct?
Correct.
Opposite way. Okay. And what ruling did they just release on the 13th?
Not quite sure. But all I'm saying is, you haven't said tariffs are unconstitutional. Yeah.
The Supreme Court of the United States did. The IEEPA tariff specifically.
Yeah. So did they? No.
They did. Yeah, it was all
right,
over the
so
news. Did
here,
you
let's
you
forget the
watch
whole
Donald Trump's? I'm
unconstitutional
just
part.
curious. Did you watch Donald Trump's State of the Union last night?
No, I don't have time for that. I work a job. I have a life. I ain't got time for that.
Do you work your job until 9 p.m. Eastern?
Fuck yeah.
Man, I actually feel bad for you on that case. I don't want to work that late. I don't want to work that late at all.
All right, you could go take your welfare checks. Yeah,
I'm
kidding.
I'm
Let's
sorry.
see.
Does somebody not working until I just want clarification on something real quick. Does someone not working until 9 p.m. at night equate to being on welfare otherwise?
It's a joke. We make crack a couple jokes. Come on.
Do
We changed the
you
subject. Let's get
I'm-
back to the tariffs.
Okay. Yeah. So
So where we was going with this is constitutional or not?
they're not
That was never
constitutional.
part of
The
the question.
tariffs enacted under
All right,
IEPA,
let's
the
forget about
tariffs
the whole
enacted
constitutional
under
thing.
IEPA were determined to be unconstitutional because the $283 billion that the United States of America collected in tariff revenue last year is in fact paid by American importers. This is a long-term thing that's been very heavily spoken about by economists. This is literally economics 101. Tariffs legally are always paid for by the American importer. So therefore, either it is the United
Correct.
States company or the individual that imports something in from another country, because Donald Trump, in his
Correct.
wise wisdom, got rid of the de minimis clause, which exempted anything that was declared to be valued at less than $800 from tariffs. So that means if you decided to import something in from any other country, right, any other country, it is subject to that 15% tariff, period.
That's correct. So
Yeah.
you know the purpose of tariffs.
So no,
correct?
I just
When you
hold
do it
on,
like
hold
that.
on, hold on. I just want to be clear because originally you said that tariffs were a tax on foreign countries. Do you understand?
Correct.
Do you understand that the tariffs are in fact paid for by United States companies and therefore
Yes.
is a
That's why
tax on the
they-
United
that's why they
States?
work.
Sorry.
That's why they work.
Yeah, so therefore
That's
it's a
the purpose
tax
of
on,
tariffs.
I'm so sorry. So therefore it is a tax on who?
You can say whoever you want. You can say the other country. You can say us.
No,
Don't
there's
really
only
matter.
one correct answer. So therefore it is a tax on who?
So you want to get like deep into it? It's the other country.
How is it the other
We can say
countries?
it.
Okay, fine. Hold on. I got this. If it is in fact the other countries, why are they not suing the United States for their money back, but American companies are?
Because it's worth it for them.
I'm so
We
sorry.
pay what they charge, and it's worth it for them. They win.
I'm
But the
so
reason we're doing
sorry.
these
No, I
tariffs
don't think
is
you
to make
understood my question. Can you tell me which part of my question you did not understand? If tariffs are paid by the foreign country, why is no foreign country suing the United States government for a refund of the tariffs that were determined to be unconstitutional and therefore revoked and rolled back, but United States importers are suing the American government for their money back?
what is there for them to sue us for? Like, they do not have, they're still making money. Why would they sue us? They're still making money. We ain't taking no money
How
from them.
can you
We're not
sue?
taking
Here,
money from them.
we'll try this from a different way. How can you sue anybody if you did not suffer a loss? Can you sue somebody if you did not suffer a loss?
That's correct. That's exactly what I just said.
So you can't sue someone if you suffered a loss, if you didn't suffer a loss, right?
Correct.
You're not
That'd
able to
be
file a
absolutely correct.
lawsuit.
That's what I just said.
Interesting. So then why are American companies currently suing the United States government for the tariffs that they paid in 2025?
It hurts them. It hurts them. It hurts.
No.
big businesses.
Hold on.
It
It's
is
not that
hurting
it
these
hurts
rich
them.
guys.
So, sir, we just went over this. It's not that it hurts them. They suffered a what?
Loss. That's correct.
They suffered a loss, which means who paid the tariffs to the United States government?
Well, you could say they did.
Can't. I don't know if he's trolling or if he was just that incompetent. Yeah, that's the word. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
How old are you?
I'm 39.
Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes, I am.
What specifically has Donald Trump achieved in his 13 months, my bad, back in office that has earned your continued support?
He's trying to undo the wrongdoing of NAFTA. The whole thing about the tariff.
NAFTA hasn't been
He's
in
trying-
place. I'm so sorry. NAFTA expired in 2020.
They still send all the jobs overseas.
NAFTA
We're
expired
still
in
feeling the
2020.
effects. See, you won't let nobody answer. That's your problem. You try to talk over people. That's what
Yeah.
all Democrats
Let
do.
me just re-explain.
yes.
Hold on. Let me just re-ask you my original question. We'll try it this way. What
Because he's trying to bring the
specifically?
job.
Okay. I did mute you for a second. Please stop talking so I can re-ask my question. Awesome. What specifically? Okay. We're going to try this again. I will unmute you when you stop talking, and I'm going to re-ask my question. What specifically has Donald Trump achieved in his first year back in office that has earned your continued support?
I just told you.
I'm so
He's
sorry.
trying to bring-
Let's try this. Let me ask you this. What is the definition of achieved? Or you can
Why
provide a
you-
synonym.
Why?
Can you provide a synonym of achieved?
Can you let me finish my answer before
Can you
start
provide a
obfuscating?
synonym? I always mess that up. My
No,
bad,
no, you
guys.
can't even.
We're not going to do a little bit of ableism there just because I stuttered a little bit. That's not really a bad thing. People have speech impediments, my guy. Get over it. What is a synonym of achieved? Go.
Achieved is something that you just because you got a computer in front of you doesn't mean anything.
Oh, sir, I don't.
okay?
I have TikTok open. I have my OBS open, and then I have
Well,
all of my. Oh my goodness! I have your number open. I have my audio settings open, and then I have all of my chats open. I'm not Googling anything. One hand is on my microphone stand. Y'all can see it right here. The other hand is on my mouse because I'm muting you. So I'm not looking anything up. Now that we've established that, what is a synonym of achieved?
Your mother, bitch. That's what it is.
That's weird. So I'm going to help you out with something. A synonym of achieved would be accomplishing. Trying to do something is not an accomplishment. That is an attempt. So when you're saying that he's trying to correct things from NAFTA, that is not an achievement. That is an attempt. So that is not a specific answer to my question.
You won't let nobody give an answer.
Sir, you tried and you failed. I asked for specifics.
You
You
talked
gave a
over me and
non-answer.
muted me.
I'm so
You
sorry.
talked over me and muted
I'm so
me.
sorry. Do you disagree with what I have explained what achieved means?
No, I disagree with you trying to mute people.
Oh, well, so I mean, whine a little bit more. We'll get you some cheese with it. Do you disagree, yes or no, with what achieved means?
Blunt.
Do you
Fuck
disagree?
you.
Do you disagree, yes or no, with what achieved means?
I disagree with the way you're doing things.
Okay, well, no one is forcing you to be here. If you don't like it,
Well, how about I just find you? How about that?
good luck.
Won't be hard.
Really? Where am I then? No answer? Got it. Sounds like that's a difficult thing. People forget. Ah! Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Do you know what a pseudo-intellectual is?
Probably you. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello?
Hi, how old are you?
Hello?
Hi, how old are you?
I'm 27.
27. Okay. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Well, I wanted to ask you something real quick, if that was okay.
I would like it if you answered the first question. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
No.
All right. Well, I appreciate you. If you guys have not already sent in your daily heartmeat, go ahead and send it in now. If you are watching over on TikTok, y'all are doing great with the likes. Let's get up to 150,000 likes on TikTok in the next 6 minutes, guys. I know you can do it. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead and ask your question.
Oh, hi. Yeah. It's the same person.
I know.
that I was just
That's
on
why I
the phone.
said go ahead and ask your
Oh,
question.
okay. I was just going to see what you thought about these Epstein files that have just come out. Just a general, we don't have to go into a long conversation.
I mean, short answer is I think that everybody that is implicated or even their names are in there should be investigated. Instead, the Department of Justice is saying there are no co-conspirators, even though they have literal pictures of men holding down an underage girl.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. So yeah, so you agree it's not just one side of the political spectrum. Both
No,
sides, all
all of
sides,
them.
pretty much everyone involved in the government.
No, it's not
Just
everyone
wanted to make sure
involved
you
in the
agree.
government.
Well, almost.
That's
Of
just
course,
a
it's not
cop-out.
everyone, but it's the higher ups. Yes, it's not the
It is,
lower level
there is a
people
significant
working.
number of influential people that are involved, correct? Unlike the United States of America, foreign countries are definitely investigating and holding people's feet to the fire for their involvement with Donald Trump.
All right, last
And
question. Do you
specifically,
think
it's
that,
98% of them that are in the files are men.
Yeah, of course. I was just gonna ask one more thing. Do you think that Epstein was working for the Israeli intelligence agency,
No, probably not.
like as a blackmail operation? Really?
No.
You don't think that the whole thing was like a blackmail operation to get
Nah, I'm
like
sorry, I
stuff
can't
on
do
people?
conspiracy
And then,
theories. TikTok really doesn't like
I
that,
mean,
but
it's
thank
not
you.
really.
Sorry, TikTok, the entertainment purposes only. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello.
Hi, how old are you?
I'm 30.
Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes.
And what does your date of birth go?
So the big. I'm not going to give you all my information, but I will tell you this.
Okay,
You're
sorry. For a
so
little bit,
quick.
it sounded like you were
You're
just
so
like
quick to
masking your
criticize.
voice. Okay. Well, if you just want to tone police, I just won't talk to you. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hi, this goes out to the last caller.
Stop calling. If I've hung up on you, I would encourage you not to call back. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah, you're so quick to.
Please don't call back today.
Hello?
Would you like some cheese with your wine?
What have you?
Stop calling. Would you like some cheese?
What have you?
Do you like Parmesan?
What have you?
Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello.
You're a whole child. Please go play a game. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah, hello.
Hi, how
are you?
old are you?
I'm good. Oh, how old am I? I am 18.
Well, I'm glad you're good as well. We'll go with that. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Why do I support? I
No,
support Donald Trump.
that's not what I
I
asked.
have
I'm so
multiple
sorry.
reasons why.
Sorry.
Okay.
Nope, that's not
Well,
what I asked.
you're
I
kinda
just
cutting out.
no. Yeah, I
You're kinda
asked
cutting
you.
out for me. So
Well, try calling back.
no. Okay, we're good.
Okay. This is a binary question, just yes or no. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, what specifically has Donald Trump achieved in his first year back in office that has earned your continued support?
What has he achieved? I'm gonna have to go on that with the school board. No, not school board. ICE and deportation.
And what specifically has he done? And let's try to be specifics, please.
Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna go. So, okay, illegal. Wow, illegals coming in and murdering U.S. civilians, and the drug cartels is what was a lot of that. They're coming in with the drugs and murdering people.
What
And that was
percentage
all
of
this stuff.
individuals stopped at the southern border by CBP and caught with illicit substances are illegal immigrants?
You know, I'm not too sure on the numbers on that right now off the top of my head.
17%. 83% are American citizens. American citizens are the ones that are smuggling majority illicit substances across the southwest or the northern border. This is all available on cbp.gov's website.
Okay. And then I also have some other questions about other stuff too. Is that fine?
Sure.
All right. What do you think, or why don't you like Trump? Can you give me just one reason why?
I don't support a president that actively goes against articles and amendments of the United States Constitution.
And what articles are that, or are those?
Article 1, Article 2, Article 3, Article 6.
Okay. And then I'm going to go back to the immigrants here, okay? So earlier in the stream, you said that people that come in undocumented, when ICE goes to try to find them, they can't find them because they have no documents. They're undocumented immigrants. You legally cannot enter the United States without documents. And that is proven right here where I'm looking right now in the Department of Homeland Security. If an immigrant is not allowed to enter the United States without legal documentation. Therefore, and you were asking what crimes they were committing, that is an international crime, hopping the borders. Or not even hopping, crossing the borders. Like, if I go into Canada right now, and walked right up, I would get arrested and thrown in jail.
So what's the law?
What's the law? It's an international law. Every single law has it. You know,
What's the international law
like
title
TSA.
then?
All right. Can I look it up real quick? Is that fine?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Give me a second.
And then you should also probably look up who charges or who convicts people of violating international laws.
That is a jury, actually, depending on the severity of what it is.
In which country? By which court system would you?
The U.S. wow. Excuse me. I stutter a lot.
I'm fine if
that
you
is
stutter. That's
okay.
fine. That is a speech impediment. I understand.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Right here. What country you said, right? For the
And yes, Rob, I know.
for the law
Thanks,
one for the
Neely.
courts, right? That is the U.S. Court of Law. And like you said, there's proof. Everybody is innocent until proven guilty, just like you said, right? But that doesn't go for undocumented immigrants because they're not citizens of the United States. You have to be a citizen of the United States of America for you to be go into a court of law, a fair court of law.
Oh,
just the way the system works, and
what
that is
law
just the
says
way
that?
that they
No,
want
no,
it
no,
to
no, 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 no. Hold on, 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 hold on,
What law
hold on,
says that?
hold
What law
on,
says that?
hold on, hold on, hold on.
What
I would
law
like you,
says that?
hold on, 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 hold on. 1 second. Okay, so I just want to be clear on what you just said. This is a clarifying question. You said that you have to be documented or a citizen to be able to be represented or be heard in a court of law. Is that correct?
Not. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I did
yeah.
say
Okay,
that.
okay, 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 okay,
I
okay.
said-
Hold on, hold
yeah.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Okay. Hold on. If you're still talking, you're not holding on. Okay, fantastic. What law or what case law says that undocumented or illegal aliens are not entitled or protected under the rights to due process?
Staring at it right here. Okay, you have to be in the country for more than 180 days. So, they're going to be held for 180 days, right? So okay. I take it back. They are going to get a fair court of law because now it's saying they have to be held for 180 days. And most of those court appearances, don't really go for like 180. They have to wait 180 days for it to go.
Okay, so you are walking
fair
back
trial.
that you are entitled, that undocumented immigrants are entitled to the right to due process?
They shouldn't be, but it's just the way that our country works.
Oh,
And again, they should not be because
they
are
should
entering
not
this
be.
country illegally.
Interesting.
They should not be entitled, though. Okay,
So
no,
I'm
no,
so
no.
sorry.
Can I
Hold
say
on,
one-
hold on. I am just curious. This is a binary question, yes or no. Have you ever read just the of section 1 of the have you ever read the 14th Amendment, section 1?
No, ma'am.
You have not. Okay, let's go through it
Nope.
together. Hold on.
Yes, ma'am.
The peppers, here's another dog. Okay. 14th Amendment of the Constitution. All right. We're pulling this up directly from congress.gov. Okay. We're going to put this on screen so everybody can see it. All right. 14th Amendment of the United States Constitution, Section 1. All persons born or naturalized in the United States of America and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States and of the state wherein they reside. No state shall make or enforce any law which shall abridge the privileges or immunities of citizens of the United States, nor shall any state deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor deny to any person within its jurisdiction the equal protection of the laws. Do you see how within Section 1 of the 14th Amendment, it clearly has a designation for citizen versus any person?
Yeah.
Yes.
I do.
So any person
was wrong on
within
that.
its jurisdiction is entitled to equal protection of the laws, which includes the right to due process.
Huh. Okay. Well, looks like I got informed of something. But can I ask the question I was going to ask?
What's up?
Okay. Do you agree with open borders or no?
No. But we
Okay,
also
that's
have
good.
never
Okay.
had
No.
a closed
Okay. Can I
border, to
finish
be
talking? Can I
clear.
finish talking before you keep interrupting me, please?
I
Okay.
was fully answering your question.
No, I know, but I was watching stream. You like to just yap about nonsense and just interrupt people. But so what do you think should happen to people if they come over the border and they enter the U.S. Illegally? What should happen to them? Do you think we should just open? Like,
You are welcome to
accept
charge them with
open
a
arms?
crime and prove it in a court of law. I will let you know that proving it in a court of law is actually extremely difficult within the United States. And you can find all these statistics on cbp.gov where they actually go over the number of arrests that they've actually done and what they charge people with. And they've also go over the number of convictions that occur each year under those specific categories. So when it comes to the unlawful entry of an immigrant or a migrant or a person into the United States of America, you see about 80,000 charges on average every single year. However,
And
on
we should deport
average,
them.
I'm not done. On average, you only see about 120 convictions because that is how difficult it is to prove that somebody entered the country through a non-port of entry.
No, that's because a lot of them are undocumented and there's no fucking proof for them doing it because they're undocumented immigrants and they should leave. Like if I just walk into your house, are you
That
letting
is
me
not
stay
the
there? No, you're
same.
not. You're.
I'm so sorry.
Hey,
I'm so
yeah,
sorry.
it's
It
the
is not
same.
the same.
You
It is
literally,
not the
no, ma'am.
same. It
Shut
is
the
not the
fuck up, you
same.
dumb
It is
nigger.
not the
You dumb
same.
nigger.
It
Let
is
me talk.
not the.
You stupid
Oh,
nigger. You dumb bitch.
and you slurred out. I just want to be clear. You've lost all intellectual thought process when you slur out. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Bueller? Bueller?
Yes.
Can you get closer to your phone?
Yes.
How old are you? I would hang up too. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah.
Awesome. How old are
Can
you?
you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes. How old are you?
I am 27.
Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I am.
Okay. And what specifically has Donald Trump achieved in his first year back in office that has earned your continued support?
Okay. There are a couple of things that I'd like to talk about, but could I know you asked me that direct question, Ari, but can I ask you a specific question?
Sure.
Okay. Earlier you had made a statement that
Already done with that. I like to start every conversation over like it's brand new and fresh. Like you've never talked to me before. This is the first time you're on my stream. You are the first caller of the day, which is why I start the conversations the same. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes,
How old are you?
26.
And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes, I am.
Awesome. What specifically has Donald Trump achieved in his first year back in office that has earned your continued support? And thank you, Danny.
I appreciate his approach with Russia and respecting them internationally and not keep, trying to push NATO onto Ukraine. We've
An
kind of asked
approach
for
which
this
is
more.
not seen as successful achievement. So I'm sorry, sir. That is an
Yeah,
attempt, not an achievement.
but we just saw a memo with Russia coming
This
back
is
to
an attempt,
dollar-dominated trade
not an
internationally.
achievement. Do you know what an achievement means?
Yes, for me, so far an achievement. He's only been there for 1 year, but we have seen Russia in a memo offer to come back to dollar-dominated trade internationally, and I do appreciate
That
him.
would be violating their
That's a
BRICS
step.
agreement, so that's not true.
That is true.
Hmm.
BRICS isn't
Where can I
working for
find
them.
this memo?
Google it. Came out
No,
on
no,
Bloomberg
no. I would
about
like
a
for
week
you to
ago.
tell me the title of said memo.
I don't have the title of said memo.
Oh, well then, without provided evidence, I can dismiss your claim. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes.
You're a kid. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Get out of your wind tunnel. That's how I felt, Bob. Thanks.
You're a kid.
I hate hearing my voice come back. Guys, if you are calling me and you have a secondary device where you are streaming or have the stream open, turn down the stream, please. I will hang up on you if I hear my voice coming back. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Exit your wind tunnel. Thank you for
calling me and you have.
Yep, thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Nigger bitch, nigger bitch.
Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Oh, yeah, I'm here.
Awesome. How old are you? And
Oh, I'm 33.
are you still supporting Donald Trump?
No, I just wanted to say I appreciate what you do, and I just love watching you. That's it.
All right. Well, I
Give you a little
appreciate that.
positivity.
Well,
Yep.
thank
Have a
you.
good night.
You too. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
I am.
Awesome. How old are you?
I am 25.
25. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Well, you're going to be surprised about my answer, but no, I am not still supporting him, but I did vote for him.
Yeah, I'm actually not surprised.
Why is that?
Why? Because, he's polling very poorly with his own supporters. But if you want to, do a quick reason for why or what has he done that has lost your support, I would be willing to hear that.
Well, it's a little bit of a weird reason, but I myself am in the stock market, and I, like some other people, have the opportunity to invest in the stock market, but obviously he's very good at lying to people, and it's easy to be able to invest in certain stocks that ultimately he fails to achieve his goals on, if that makes sense. So he promises things to people, and ultimately that's the economic reason personally that I voted for him, because he is very easy to predict when it comes to stock market volatility. So I don't think it's an answer a lot of people expect, but the cons definitely outweigh the pros at this point of his presidency. He is not the same person he was in 2016. Trump 2.0 has surrounded himself with a bunch of people who are incapable of doing their jobs. I don't even know if they know how to do their jobs correctly, to be honest with you. So that's why I can't keep supporting him. But I also would be, I'm not ignorant enough to say that I had my gains in the second presidency, and other people would be stupid enough to not admit that. But there is a point in the game that people should, take into account the bigger picture. Is, once you had your fun, maybe it's just time to stop, and maybe it's time for him to go away too. So I actually think he's bad for the country, and not to mention, I was a registered Democrat every time before that. Not long, of course, in my life, but he's going to lose the midterms, and that'll be the end of him. So that's all I have to say.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you guys for being here. Friendly reminder, if you're new here, you haven't hit that follow button or that subscribe button, go ahead and hit it now. Thank you, David, for the 333 on the green app known as Cash App. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Adam.
Who is Adam?
Yeah, that's my name.
Oh, okay, Adam. How old are you?
I'm 43.
And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yeah.
Okay. What specifically has Donald Trump achieved in his first year back in office that has earned your continued support?
So I think this year's been rough. So we're probably going to agree a bit, but I think that you can. I think you can still support the president, and it is a little. It's sad, but ultimately, I think that he's better off than what I would have otherwise if there was a Democrat in there. So I still do support it.
So what specifically has he achieved that has earned your continued support?
I mean, specifically, I would say that I think he's done well on immigration.
How so?
Well, decreasing the illegal entries, and
Where can I
I
find
don't
that?
think he's actually. Where can you find that?
Yes, sir. Where
I mean,
can I find?
are you making the claim that there's a similar amount of people entering the country illegally as there was a year ago?
Sir,
Or
I don't
under the
no. The
previous
only
administration?
claim, sorry, the only claim that I make is that the number of illegal or unauthorized immigrants that enter the country through non-ports of entry are unquantifiable because we did not see them. So there is no way to know whether or not that specific type of immigration is down.
Okay, so right, so well, I don't want to ask you the questions, but I'm just saying, like, you think that the numbers are, like, you don't think that we have less people entering the country than we
Sir,
had
it's
under the prior administration?
It's unquantifiable.
I mean, just because you don't have a number, like, is your instinct, because we do know that there's the Border Patrol have been more empowered to do their job. We know that they are turning more people away. We know that there is more of an interest in enforcing the border.
Sorry, they're not turning more people away, sir. Even I would agree that according to CBP.gov's data, when it comes to southwest border encounters are down. Encounters are people that are rejected at the southwest border, if you're specifically talking about the southwest border. And you can find that definition as described by the Department of Homeland Security. Their own glossary defines what exactly that encounter means. So yes, I can agree that encounters are down, but because encounters are down, that actually means there would be less people being turned away at the southern border already automatically by the numbers.
Okay, and so do you think, if that's the case, do you think that's because there's a more of a lax position on border, or do you think it's less people are attempting to enter because they know there's more enforcement?
I have no idea. I'm not at the southwest border.
But I think you have a sense. I mean, you can be semantical about it, but I think you probably have a sense. Just like I have a sense, and that sense is that the answer is.
I would assume that more people are attempting to cross through non-ports of entry.
So you think in lieu of the southwest border, there's more people attempting to cross other places?
through non-ports of entry.
Right. Okay. Right. But you don't think that the numbers are lower?
Again, I've already agreed that encounters are down, but undocumented or unauthorized illegal immigration is an unquantifiable number. We don't see them. We
Right.
can't track that number. So therefore, there is no way to know whether it is down or up.
Right. So there's two different ways that you would try to make sense of something like less interactions, which would be that the administration or the Border Patrol generally are less interested and
Here. Actually, somebody broke this
engaging,
down
right?
very well in my Twitch chat, so I'm actually going to read this. You literally cannot track them if they get across undetected. The only number is the ones they catch later, ultimately leaving the ones that don't get caught as unquantifiable. That was a great little breakdown of what I was trying to say, so I appreciate that.
No, I'm not. I understand. I agree that it's a very difficult thing to quantify. I don't disagree with that. But I think it's a semantical argument that you're making, which is that because it's not quantifiable, then what? You can't make an argument either way, or you can't say, well, the administration is putting more money into this. They're putting more of an effort into it, and therefore, we can assume, logically speaking, that the reason for that is because they're being dissuaded from entering.
No, so what I'm actually saying, or what I would posit to say, is that claims presented without evidence can also therefore be dismissed without evidence. CBP, ICE, DHS.gov have provided no evidence to show that illegal border crossings are down or at zero, so therefore I can dismiss their claim that they've had no border crossings.
Well, I don't think that there's no border crossings. I think that the administration has made it clear that they're interested in trying to dissuade it, and they're interested in trying to decrease the amount of illegal entries into the country. And my then assumption would be that unless they're lying, which I guess maybe, I'm not sure if that's your claim or if your claim is just like a semantical one, which is that because there's no way to determine how many people are coming over, then it's not something that we can talk about. I'm not exactly sure what it is that you're positing, to be
Claims
honest
presented without facts or backing or evidence can be dismissed without facts, backing,
Well,
or
there is
evidence.
There
So
is
the
evidence.
claims, what evidence can I
There's
find this?
There's circumstantial evidence, which
Circumstantial evidence.
is evidence. Right, so you're saying there's no
Under
evidence, but
very,
it's
I just want to be
evidence
clear,
that-
circumstantial evidence is only allowed within criminal court of justice under very
We're not in a
specific instances. So no, sir, in this case, you're wrong.
first off, that's not true. You
Circumstantial
can use-
evidence is not
No.
always, quote, evidence.
Okay, first
Because
off,
it is
that's not correct.
circumstantial.
You can use
Under very
evidence,
specific
which any
instances, is it allowed? Under very specific instances, is it allowed?
That's not true at all. There's all kinds of circumstantial evidence provided in all kinds of court cases. It's used all the time.
Under
Like, that's not-
specific.
What specific? then? Which one?
Specifics.
Okay, what-
Goodness me. Yep. Oh, I missed one. My bad. Okay. Sorry, guys. Let me get caught up for a second. Oop. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello?
Hi. How old are you?
So I'm 23 years old.
Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes, I am still supporting Donald Trump.
What's your date of birth? Go.
Excuse me?
I'm pretty sure you heard me. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Awesome. How old are you?
I'm 53.
Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
No, not at all. I just called to say thank you so much for what you're doing. Keep it up.
Of course. Thank you.
I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
That's a good one. Who just said that? Ask him. David said, here, ask him about the circumstantial evidence regarding. Yeah, exactly. It's accepted in all cases, except when it comes to Trump. That's why I said it's only accepted in very specific instances. That's why it's called circumstantial. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Huh?
Up on that guy after you.
I literally can't hear you. Okay. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hi, how's it going?
Going well. How old are you?
32.
32. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I have mixed feelings about it. I voted for him the past election. I didn't do it the first term, but it's obviously changed a lot of what obviously most people have, said things he was going to do, but what he's actually done. So I'm kind of like in the middle.
Okay. Well, I hope you have a good one then. Sorry, you're not exactly who I'm looking to talk to right now, but I do appreciate it. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Awesome. How old are you?
55.
Okay. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. What specifically has Donald Trump achieved in his first year back in office that has earned your continued support?
Hang on, I'm making coffee while I talk to you.
Okay, that's fine.
Specifically, I mean,
Yes.
it's hard to say, but in general, just pretty much everything to me. I mean, well, not everything. Everything costs a lot less now. Well, not a lot less, but gas prices down. My taxes went down.
Okay.
cost of living's
What
going
specifically piece of legislation or executive order did Donald Trump sign into law or as an executive order that effectuated the lowering of your gas prices at the pump?
Oh, probably nothing.
Ah,
Yeah, he doesn't need to
what executive
be able
order
to
or
make a law
what executive order or
to
what
be able to
executive
do
order
and influence
or
that kind of stuff.
what executive order or
No, it's fine.
law did he sign that lowered some grocery prices?
Oh, probably nothing.
Probably nothing. That would
He
actually be
doesn't have
correct
to-
on both things, that he has done nothing to effectuate lowering your gas prices or your grocery prices. In
Okay, he
fact,
doesn't
grocery
have
prices
to-
are up according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics CPI data.
Okay. He doesn't have to write laws and pass bills and do executive orders to influence the economy.
Oh, so then would that be a
He
direct
doesn't.
would that be a direct or indirect influence on the economy then?
Well, it's indirect completely.
Indirect. So since when does the Republican Party believe in participation trophies?
Well, he's the president. He's not Congress.
I'm so sorry. Since when has the Republican Party started believing in participation trophies?
What's that have to do with anything?
I'm so sorry. Since when has the Republican Party started believing in participation trophies?
Yeah, I don't know. Have they?
Do you
I
know
mean,
what a
didn't know that was a
participation?
thing.
Well, can you give like an example of like what
I do.
what is a participation trophy?
I know what a participation trophy is.
No, go ahead. I would like you to explain it to me.
And everyone gets one no matter how they finish.
And basically just for showing up, right?
You got it. You got it.
Awesome. So what you are quite seriously doing here is that you're saying that Donald Trump doesn't have to take any actions to have an effect on the economy. So therefore, all that happened was he was elected into office and he shows up. And so therefore, you are giving him a participation trophy for not doing anything to directly affect the economy, which you would still be incorrect about.
Okay, so going with how you think it works, so you're saying every president before him, they are the only ones that have a direct effect on the economy.
Oh, when you pass legislation that actually has an effect on the economy, abso-fucking-lutely do you have an effect. Which is why I specifically asked you about legislation signed into law or executive orders signed by Donald Trump that effectuated these things.
But the economy is bigger than that. But off the top of my head, the no tax on tips, and yes, I know how it works.
The no tax on tips have nothing to do with your gas prices or the prices that you pay at the grocery store.
I understand that.
Yeah, so are you trying to pivot to another conversation?
No, I don't think you understand. I get what you're doing. I don't think you understand what I'm trying to say. That, yes, he did not pass a law or a bill that says lower gas prices. Of course not.
So you're giving him a participation trophy for gas prices having lowered just while he happened to sit in office. To be very clear, I don't give any president credit for the lowering of gas prices when they're president, because I have a significant understanding that the people that set the price of gas that I pay at the pump would in fact be the gas stations.
I get that. So then he's not responsible if it goes up either.
Only if he signs a deal that effectuates it, like he did in 2020.
Well, it's not 2020 anymore.
Oh, no, I was just giving you an example of something that would effectuate it, which is signing a deal with OPEC.
Kind of like closing a pipeline.
Oh, which one? Which pipeline is closed?
Oh, I don't know which one. The one that runs from Canada that got stopped in, what was it, 2020?
What's the name of it?
And then gas prices went through the roof.
Who was president in 2020?
Well, Biden's the one who closed it.
Who was No, you said it was closed in 2020. Who was president in 2020?
It was 2020.
Oh.
The first
wait, no, now it's 2021. Are you sure?
Oh, I don't know.
No. So can you tell me who was president in 2020? I just want to make sure we're on the same page.
Okay, I got my year wrong. The first year.
No. This is a serious question. Who was president in 2020? Trump. Awesome. Now, what is the name of the pipeline that you are talking about?
Oh God, I forgot what it was. I'd have to look it up.
Is it the Key Lime Pipeline?
Oh, I don't know.
Is it the Keystone XL Pipeline?
Yeah, I think so.
Because you guys are living in the past. So I'm gonna help you out with this, okay? So Keystone XL. I know all about this. Trust me, I have heard nothing except I have heard about the Keystone XL pipeline since 2021 from individuals that were still upset in 2020 because after Donald Trump lost the election in November of 2020, right? And after Joe Biden was elected into office, this is literally all we heard about, and we still hear about it today in the year of our Lord and Savior, 2026. Okay. So the owner, the people that were building and constructing the Keystone XL pipeline, that's TC Energy out of Canada. See, they were sued, and the Army Corps of Engineers were also sued by environmental groups, including a reservation, because the plan for the Keystone XL pipeline was going through Native American land and territory, which is their territory. It always has been. So in 2018, the Supreme Court of the state of Montana stopped the construction when it was only 8% completed. By 2020, that had been appealed and taken all the way up to the Supreme Court, right? By that time, TC Energy had already announced that they were giving up on the project. And in 2020, the Supreme Court of the United States said, we are kicking this back down and upholding the Montana Supreme Court ruling. So therefore, the Keystone XL pipeline could not continue to be built. And mind you, at this time, the Supreme Court of the United States was a 5-4 majority of conservatives being the 5 in the majority that ruled against TC Energy and said the construction of the Keystone XL pipeline is done. So all Joe Biden did when he came into office after January 20th, 2021 was revoke the permits that TC Energy was no longer utilizing because they already announced that they were abandoning the project because it got stopped up in our court system and was determined to be not allowed for going through Native American land. And by the way, since you've already agreed, this occurred while Donald Trump was president.
Okay.
So by your logic, are you saying that it's Donald Trump's fault that the Keystone XL pipeline never happened
No,
because it happened? I'm so sorry. 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 This occurred under Donald Trump's presidency in 2020 with his Supreme Court of a 5-4 majority conservatives, with 2 conservatives being his direct appointees. So whose fault is it that the Keystone XL pipeline was never built?
Well, the way you put it, no one is, because the president isn't responsible for anything.
No, by your logic, by blaming Joe Biden for the construction. No, I know it hurts your feelings so much when I utilize your logic against you, right? By your logic, since you were trying to blame Joe Biden for the Keystone XL pipeline not being constructed or being in operation, which, by the way, was only for the Keystone XL pipeline. Y'all did not read this shit right. It would have created 45,000 temporary jobs. Once it had finished construction, it was only going to create at most 60 permanent jobs. Most of them in Canada. But the idea of the Keystone XL pipeline was actually for a trade route for Canada, so they would have another way to export their oil to other countries, not the United States of America. Anyways, by your logic, though, because you wanted to blame Joe Biden for the rise in gas prices and you used the example of shutting down the Keystone XL pipeline, by your same logic, and I know this hurts so much, because this occurred in Donald Trump's Supreme Court where he nominated 2 of the conservative appointees, the judges on the Supreme Court of the United States of America at that time, saying, nah, we're upholding Montana's Supreme Court, which, by the way, is a red state. Last time I checked and looked at Montana, it is a Republican-ran state. So I guess it is the fault of the Republican Party and therefore Donald Trump, by your logic, sir. And again, I know it hurts you so much when I utilize your logic against you.
Okay. You done? Can I say something now, or are you just going to talk over me again? Okay, so I never blamed it on Biden. I just said he closed it. Did he pull the permits? Yes, that's called closing it. Yes.
TC Energy already abandoned the project. He pulled useless permits. It was literally closed. Sorry. It was closed in 2018 when the Montana Supreme Court said you cannot continue to build, and you did in fact blame Biden 100%. Try again. And again, it was closed in 2018 because that's when construction stopped. Before, I just want to be very clear, before Joe Biden even entered office, TC Energy said that they abandoned the project.
Okay. Proved your point. Fine. It's Neither here nor there. I know it's funny. But what else? I mean, I don't get, I see what you do. And
You
yes,
are
you're a lot
giving
smarter than me.
participation trophies
Here
to
we
Donald Trump.
go.
No, I just would love for people to acknowledge that you are literally giving participation trophies to Donald Trump for basically just
Sure,
showing up and
'cause
saying,
he's the
"Hey
one in
guys, I'm
charge.
here." No,
Because
that's
he's
not
the
how
one
that
in
works.
charge.
So here, I'm actually
You
going to
know,
help you out with something.
it's no
So
different. It's
when
no
I'm
different
talking
than,
about like executive orders or legislative action that actually affect the economy, I'll give you an example of something that Donald Trump has done that actually affects the United States economy. It's called tariffs, sir. Can you tell me who pays for tariffs? So like, for example, the United States currently has 15%
everybody
blanket
pays for
tariff.
tariffs.
Oh no. So let me give you a very specific example. Okay. I want you
There
to
is no
answer me.
example. There is
There
no
is. I want you to
proof.
give
There is
me,
no
I want
proof
you,
that the consumer.
okay. So I want you to give an example. Like I'm going to give you an example and I want you to hopefully tell me the correct answer here. So right now, the United States, and I'm just going to utilize one country with another. Okay. So the United States of America currently has a 10% tariff on a country such as, let's just say the United Kingdom. So we have a 10% tariff on the United Kingdom. If anyone imports an item from the United Kingdom into the United States of America, who is paying that 10% tariff to the United States government?
Technically or realistically, there's a difference. Don't tell me there's not. You know there's a difference. Technically, the importer pays the tariffs. Realistically, everyone pays the tariffs, just like taxes.
And what do economists say? The
I don't care what
experts.
economists say.
Oh,
I
you don't
care what
believe in
they say.
experts? How about all of the studies like from the
No,
Kiel
because an
Institute,
economy.
from the
No,
CBO,
because an economy.
from the
An
Tax
economy.
Policy
Oh
Center,
my God.
from the Tax Foundation, from the Cato
Go ahead.
Institute?
Keep
Who
going.
have they determined pays tariffs? Who have they determined that pays tariffs?
Yep.
Who pays tariffs to the United States government?
Oh, they say the consumer will pay all the tariffs. Of
Oh,
course
no,
they will.
no, sir. They actually make quite a differential. So, guys, I'm going to go ahead and do this real quick. I don't normally do this, but I actually made a video about this. I've made several videos about tariffs, but I just made one after the Supreme Court ruled against Donald Trump specifically. And I also made another one after he continued to say, like, when he got all upsetty spaghetti after his governor's brunch, when he learned about the SCOTUS ruling. And was like, that guy doesn't even know what a tariff is, when he was talking about Hakeem Jeffries, because a member of the press asked him a question about it. So, like, I even include my sources on the explanation of who pays tariffs to the United States government. It's actually very easy. This isn't a complicated answer. It is very straightforward that it is always the United States importer is paying that tariff percentage to the United States government. That is a very simple answer. And then some companies pass it on to the consumer, like Procter & Gamble, Black & Decker, and so many others that do the same thing. They do pass that cost off to the consumer. And guess what? With tariffs coming right back, tariffs are coming right back into place because Donald Trump, he said, that is my favorite word. Oh, wait, I was told that I have to do it in a high-pitched voice. My favorite word is tariffs. That's what they say. It's my favorite word. I love tariffs. That's Donald Trump. I'm not changing my voice to go lower for him. I can't. It hurts my vocal cords. So the best I can do is either use my voice or go high pitch, but I can copy his cadence. So it's his favorite word. He says that himself. It's my favorite word. Tariffs is my favorite word. Sprinkle a little gold on it. Sorry, if you know, you know. Sorry. Anyway, Donald Trump still tells the American people every single day, you and me, that tariffs are paid by the foreign company. He still continues to say that to you, and individuals just continue to eat it up. And I have news for you guys. So the tariffs, even if they actually fully go away, like the ones that he's trying to pass through executive powers, right? Your price of goods that have been currently affected by the tariffs, they will not go down because unfortunately corporations are, and I'm not saying all of them will not, but the majority of them will not go down because you have already become complacent paying the higher prices. And they will be satisfied as long as you continue to pay those higher prices. Because you've already been paying them for the last almost year, right? Since Liberation Day, that would be April 1st. And corporations like keeping and making a profit, which is why they pass it on to the consumer.
Okay.
So we won't see, but that is a direct example of something that directly affects the economy and the CPI data as reported by the Bureau of Labor Statistics.
Okay.
Yeah. I hope that helps.
Well, no, I mean, you see it differently than me.
No, I just use logic and facts.
Well, I understand that, but my day-to-day routine and my day-to-day life is better now than it was while Biden is in office. No matter how you look at it, no matter what you spend, no matter what you do, I spend less at the grocery store. I spend less at Walmart. I spend less at the tank. And yes,
according to the Bureau of Labor statistical data, I'm sorry, are you representative? Like, do you personally represent every single person within the United States of America? Do you represent their personal experience throughout the United States? Oh, fantastic. So in this case, this is actually when we have to go based off of averages with the Bureau of Labor statistical data that shows that, guess what? People are paying more at the grocery store today than they were paying in 2024. And in 2023, they are paying more now, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, because food is up. Oh, mercy. Okie dokie. Guys, if you're new here, you haven't hit that follow button or that subscribe button, go ahead and do it now. I didn't get a chance to read this one, so I'm going to go ahead and reread it here. Sean says, can't the dear leader take one occasion to not disrespect veterans? That was a rhetorical question. I mean, the answer is kind of no. Constitutional republics are a form of democracy. Hot take. Hot take. Chad, thank you for the jewels. Yeetus, thank you for the jewels. Actually, it's just you. If Ari doesn't catch them, they're illegal. I love that, Luca. If I don't catch you at the southwest border, you are here legally. Ching. Yeetus, thank you for the jewels. Scott says some callers say you're condescending. You just don't want to talk at grade 9 level. Damn. That's funny. Darian, thank you for the jewels. Feisty's called somebody a graper. I would assume that's the 18-year-old who ended up slurring out at the end. Thoughts on post-left anarcho... I know that's anarchist. Humanism. I'm unsure on that part. I'd have to look it up. But I would consider myself a secular humanist. And I think that's like super important for the way that I view laws, the economy, and everything like that. I'm not sure about the anarcho part or anarcho, humanist. I'd have to look at that. Ari, please let Polly know that I am not MAGA. You're MAG, Make America Great, period, end dot. Got it. Love your no tolerance for BS while cooking MAGA. It is what I try. But I do like that. Guys, we are mag dot periods, all right? We are mag period. Make America great, period, end dot. End of my sentence. When is we gonna play Kiss? I'm not like, I'm taken. You come in here quite often. You know that. The first thing he did was soiled his pull-up. Oh, yeah, he did. He sure did. Yeah, the guy was talking about you, hate speaker. I don't know why. Like, they're weird. They're very strange. I have laughed out loud over and over tonight. Appreciate you. Well, I am glad, Susan, that I can bring you laughs. That is what I'm here. Austin Tucker Martin, 21, Cameron, North Carolina. Where are you on this guy, Patriot or FAFO artist? I want to learn more about Austin Tucker Martin. For the people that do not know, that is the man that on Sunday morning at like 1 a.m. in the morning was shot and killed by Secret Service at Mar-a-Lago. Trump was not there, right? And the guy was holding a gas can and a shotgun. I believe it was a shotgun. And when Secret Service approached him and told him to put down what he was carrying, he put down the gas canister, but aimed the shotgun. So they rightfully shot and killed him. He pointed a weapon at them. Okay. So, but I will say it has been reported by his own family that they were very, very, very big pro-Trumpers. And Austin was extremely upset about the Epstein files. And his family said he kind of became obsessed about them and the redactions that were occurring and the fact that no one was being held accountable. So I wish they would have been able to disarm him so they could interview him. That would be awesome, honestly. That would have been great. But we don't really know exactly. How are farmers doing under Trump? Not well, Scott. Not well at all. Midnight, thank you for the jewels. They should put their dentures in. You're assuming that they have money to buy the dentures. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure medical services are up, and that includes dentures. So they probably don't have them because tariffs. Thank you, Slovaki, for the jewels. I appreciate that. Hollow McHollow, thank you for fight the good fight. That's what we're trying to do here. Summer is so excited. She's ready to eat. Gemini, thank you for the jewels. Scott says, bring a Canadian. I can't see with the bullshit going on how all maggots still support the jerk who hates the world hates him. Yeah, I don't get it either. They never believe us when we say that other people don't like them. They don't like teeth. That's funny, FM. One thing Ari has achieved is pissing off you dick. W. Scott. Sorry about my number of super chats. Why would I ever complain, Scott? You make me laugh. Thank you. I appreciate that. Red Banana, thank you for the thumbs. Thank you, Eve, for the floating jewels. Cup of Joe says, anarcho-primitivism, anarcho-humanism, return to... I don't think that's it. I have to look that up again, like I said. I'm unfamiliar with it. And see, guys, I'm not afraid to say I don't know something. Please, 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 I encourage every single person. If you do not know something, it's okay to admit it. And then it is okay to look it up. Okay? Really quickly, TikTok, I'm being serious when I say this. TikTok, do not go anywhere. Okay, TikTokers, do not go anywhere. I want to test something. Hector, if you are here, you would be the best person to test it with. But YouTube, Twitch, I am going to end for the night. I will see you guys back on live tomorrow, probably about 8 or 7 p.m. Eastern time. It just depends. Look out for, make sure that you have hit that bell icon so you know when I go live. But y'all have a good night. But somebody, I will do that, Chasm. You got to remind me what his, or Chasm, my bad, what his handle is.